According to Osho, the technique that's especially effective when practicing meditation is to become an observer of the mind. Meditation starts by being separate from the mind, by being a witness. This is the only way of separating yourself from anything. If you're looking at the light, naturally one thing is certain: you are not the light. You are the one who is looking at it. If you're watching the flowers, one thing is certain: you are not the flower. You are the watcher. Watching is the key of meditation. Watch your mind. Don't do anything. No repetition of mantra, no repetition of the name of God. Just watch whatever the mind is doing. Don't disturb. Don't prevent. Don't repress it. Don't do anything at all on your part. You just be a watcher. And the miracle of watching is meditation. As you watch, slowly, mind becomes empty of thoughts. But you are not falling asleep. You are becoming more alert, more aware. As the mind becomes completely empty, your whole energy becomes a flame of awakening. This flame is the result of meditation. So you can say meditation is another name of watching, witnessing, observing, without judgment or evaluation. Meditation is just to be, not doing anything, no action, no thought, no emotion. You just are, and it is a sheer delight. From where does this delight come when you are not doing anything? It comes from nowhere, or it comes from everywhere. It is uncaused because the existence is made of this stuff called joy. It needs no cause, no reason. If you are unhappy, you have a reason to be unhappy. If you are happy, you are simply happy. There's no reason for it. Your mind tries to find a reason because it cannot believe in the uncaused, because it cannot control the uncaused. With the uncaused, the mind simply becomes impotent. So the mind goes on finding some reason. I would like to tell you that whenever you're happy, you are happy for no reason at all. Whenever you are unhappy, you have some reason to be unhappy, because happiness is just the stuff you're made of. It is your very being. It is your innermost core. Joy is your innermost core. The beginning of freedom is the realization that you are not the thinker. The moment you start watching the thinker, a higher level of consciousness becomes activated. You then begin to realize that there's a vast realm of intelligence beyond thought. That thought is only a tiny aspect of that intelligence. You also realize that all the things that truly matter, beauty, love, creativity, joy, inner peace, arise from beyond. The moment you realize you are not present, you are present. Whenever you are able to observe your mind, you are no longer trapped in it. Another factor has come in, something that is not of the mind, the witnessing presence. What to do when you feel like you have an hyperactive mind? If you are contemplating, what can you contemplate? How can you contemplate the unknowing? How can you contemplate the unknowledgeable, the unknowable? You can contemplate only the knowing. Every night, sit comfortably in a chair and rest your head back. Like you do it at the dentist, you can use a pillow. Then release your lower jaw. Just relax, and so the mouth opens slightly, and start breathing from the mouth, not from the nose. Don't change your breathing. let it be natural. The first few breaths will be a little hectic. By and by, your breathing will settle down and become very shallow. It will go in and out very slightly. Keep your mouth open, eyes closed, and rest. Then you start feeling that your legs are becoming loose. As per Osho, even while you are falling asleep, the awareness becomes a watcher. If one properly enters a state of meditation before sleeping, one's whole sleep is transformed. One's whole sleep can become a meditation because sleep has certain rules. The first rule is that the last thought at night will become the central thought in your sleep, and it will be your first thought on waking up in the morning. If you have gone to sleep at night in anger, then throughout the night, your mind and your dreams will be filled with anger. And when you wake up in the morning, you will find that your first feeling and your first thought will be of anger. Whenever we take to sleep, whatever we take to sleep with us at night stays with us the whole night. That is why I say that if you need to carry something into your sleep, then it is better to carry meditation with you, so that the whole sleep revolves around meditation, around its peace. Slowly, within a few days, you will find that dreams disappear, that your sleep becomes like a deep river. And when you wake up in the morning from a deep sleep, deep from this night meditation, your first thoughts will be peace, of bliss and love. So the morning journey has to be started with the morning meditation, and the night journey has to be started with the night meditation. I will be showing dynamic meditation in the next chapter, but for now, lie down. In Zen, there is no object at all, only pure subjectivity. You are aware, but not aware of something. There's nothing to be aware of. Everything has disappeared. You are not even aware of nothingness, because then nothingness becomes your object. Nothingness becomes your thought. You are not aware of emptiness either. You are simply aware. There's no object to your awareness. The mirror is empty, reflecting nothing because there's nothing to reflect. Concentration is not meditation. Concentration is an effort of the mind to focus itself. You cannot find meditation through the mind because mind will perpetuate itself. You can find meditation only by putting the mind aside, by being cool, indifferent, unidentified with the mind, but seeing the mind pass, not getting identified with it, not thinking that I am it. Meditation is the awareness that I am not the mind. When the awareness goes deeper and deeper in you, slowly, a few moments arrive, moments of silence, moments of pure space, moments of transparency, moments when nothing stirs in you and everything is still. And those still moments, you will know who you are, and you will know what the mystery of existence is. The mind cannot penetrate meditation. Where mind ends, meditation begins. The mind cannot penetrate meditation. Where mind ends, meditation begins. This has to be remembered because in our life, whatsoever we do through the mind. Whatsoever we achieve through the mind. And then when we turn inwards, we again start thinking in terms of techniques, methods, doings, because the whole of life's experience shows us that everything can be done by the mind. Yes, except meditation. Everything can be done by the mind. everything is done by the mind except meditation. Because meditation is not an achievement. It is already the case. It's your nature. It has not to be an achievement. The meditation I'm talking about is not a meditation on something. Rather, it's a state of meditation. So this is what I mean when I'm talking to you about meditation as a state. Meditation does not mean remembering someone. Meditation means to drop everything which is in one's memory and to come to a state where only consciousness remains, where only awareness remains. If you light a lamp and remove all the objects surrounding it, the lamp will still go on giving light. In the same way, if you remove all objects from your consciousness, all thoughts and imagination, what will happen? Only consciousness will remain. Being in the pure state of consciousness is meditation. You don't meditate on somebody. Meditation is a state where only consciousness remains. When only consciousness remains without an object, that state is called meditation. I am using the word meditation in this sense. What you practice is not meditation in the real sense. It is only a concept, but meditation will happen on its own through this. Try to understand that what you are practicing at night is through discipline. This discipline, a moment will come when the breath will seem to have disappeared. Through this discipline, a moment will come when the body seems to have disappeared and thoughts have also disappeared. What will remain when everything has disappeared? That which remains is meditation. When everything has disappeared, that which is left behind is called meditation. Inside, you have created a chaos. You have to encounter it and go through it. Courage is needed. Courage to be oneself and courage to move inwards. I have not come across a greater courage than that, the courage to be meditative. You have been running after money. Now run after meditation. You have been running after power. Now run after God. Both are running. Once you start running after meditation, then one day I will tell you, now drop meditation too. Now stop running. When people come to me and they ask how to meditate, I tell them, there's no need to ask how to meditate, just ask how to remain unoccupied. Meditation happens spontaneously. Just ask how to remain unoccupied. That's all. That's the whole trick of meditation, how to remain unoccupied. Then you cannot do anything. The meditation will flower. When you are not doing anything, the energy moves towards the center. It settles down towards the center. When you are doing something, the energy moves out. Doing is a way of moving out. Non-doing is a way of moving in. Occupation is an escape. You cannot read the Bible. You can make it an occupation. There is no difference between religious occupation and secular occupation. All occupations are occupations, and they will help you to cling outside your being. There are excuses to remain outside.